Hello students. In today's class we are going to discuss about electromagnetic induction. As we all know that to produce electric current we need a cell, a battery or generator. Now from the cell and battery the electric current which we get, that is called as a direct current. That is your DC current. Why it is called DC current? Because that current does not change its direction or it does not change its magnitude with respect to time. But alternate current, the current which we get from the generator, are always alternate. Alternating current means the current which change its direction after equal interval of time. Or we can say like this also, alternating current always changes direction periodically after equal interval of time. So this is the main difference between your direct current and the alternating current. Direct current does not change its direction with respect to time, whereas alternating current changes its direction periodically after equal interval of time. Now, from the graph we can plot DC and AC current like this. If I plot the graph like this is the time axis and this is the current axis. If the current is like this, the line parallel to the time axis, then that current is your DC current, that is your direct current. And if I plot the current like this is the time axis, this is the current axis, this one in this way. See, it is changes periodically after equal interval of time. So such current is called alternating current. I hope all of you have cleared about this direct current and the alternating current. Now come back to our topic, that is your induction. Electromagnetic induction. Electro means electricity, magneto means magnetic, and induction means inducing. So we can generate the electric current without any source. Without any source means like your cell or battery. To generate the electricity without any this source, we need a magnet. That is why it is called as an electromagnet. If we generate the electric current with the help of magnet, such current is called as a induced current, and the phenomenon is called as a electromagnetic induction. Now we have a very nice experiment here. If we have a magnet, North Pole and South Pole. This is your North Pole and this one is your South Pole. Now, in between the North Pole and South Pole, we need only a copper wire, that is called as a copper conductor, and a galvanometer. Now, what is your galvanometer? Galvanometer is a device by which we can detect the current. Remember, we detect the current, we are not measuring the current. To measure the current, we need ammeter. Now, if the galvanometer start deflection, it means there is a presence of electric current. It means electric current is flowing in the circuit whenever galvanometer shows the deflection. Now, here we have a two poles, North Pole and the South Pole. Between this we are using the copper conductor which is connected with the galvanometer. Now, initially the galvanometer does not show any deflection. Galvanometer can show the deflection left or right. Now, initially it does not showing any deflection. It means there is no flow of current in this copper conductor. Now as we are moving this copper conductor either down or up, it will start showing the deflection. Galvanometer starts showing deflection. For example, if we are moving the coil downward in between the north pole and the south pole, galvanometer shows the deflection, say left. Okay, left. It is showing the deflection in the left direction. Now by pulling it upward direction, the coil in the upward direction, the galvanometer shows the deflection in the right direction. It means there is a presence of electric current by the movement of what? By the movement of the copper conductor, movement of the coil. If the coil is at rest, no current is formed. And if the coil is moving between the north pole and the south pole, there is a flow of current. That current is called as a induced current, and the phenomenon is called as a electromagnetic induction. And during this process, only we can generate the alternating current. We cannot generate direct current. So induced current are always alternating in nature. So we can say the phenomenon due to which a changing magnetic field within a conductor or a closed coil induces electric current in the conductor or a coil is called electromagnetic induction. And the induced current is the alternating current produced in a conductor, this is the conductor, or a closed coil when the magnetic lines of force rapidly changing in it is called the induced current, and induced current is always alternating in nature. Now see this point, when the magnetic lines of force rapidly changing in it means whenever we are moving the coil up and down, we are changing the magnetic lines of force. We are cutting the magnetic lines of force. As a result, the current is produced, and that current is called induced current. Now, this phenomenon we are using to make the AC generator. AC generator means alternating current generator. So AC generator is a device by which we can convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Just the reverse of this electric motor, because in electric motor we are converting the electric energy to mechanical energy. Now alternating current generator, that is your AC generator, the main principle is what? Electromagnetic induction. So if in exam it asks, write the principle of AC generator, then you have to write it. AC generator is based on electromagnetic induction. Now this is your AC generator where we need two poles, north pole and south pole, and the same aperture, that is your ABCD rectangular coil, the same which we have used in electric motor. So ABCD is the coil which is connected with the slip rings S1 and S2. So here also see in the electric motor we are using the rings S1 and S2, but the difference is what? Here we are using the solid ring, this is the circular form, okay? But in the electric motor we are using it as a semi-circular rings. And due to the semicircular rings, we are changing the current direction of the current in this coil. But here no need to use the half rings. Here we are using the slip rings, that is called S1 and S2 is called slip rings, and here it is called as a split rings. Split means semicircular. Split, S-P-L-I-T. Now this is your axle. With the help of axle, first we will rotate the coil from 0 degree to 180 degree. So from 0 to whenever we rotate this one, rotating means we are moving the coil inside the magnetic field. Since we are moving the coil inside the magnetic field, it means there will be a induced current. So by rotating this coil to 0 to 180 degree, the induced current is formed along A, B, C, D. It means in the direction A, B, C, D, and in the external circuit it will comes from S2 to B2, then B1 to S1. In this way, 0 to 180 degree. Again here brush 1 and brush 2 are the stationary brush which are only giving the conduction with S1 and S2. Now by rotating this one 180 degree to 360 degree, next rotation means for the first rotation we are getting this one from 0 to 180 degree. For next rotation what we will see, the direction of the current will be changed. Now the direction of the current will be in the coil. It will be, I am using the blue marker. Now it will be CD to CB, DC, CB, BA. This portion. So this portion is 0 to 180 degree and this portion will be your 180 degree to 360 degree. So in this way we are generating the alternating current in the AC generator. Now this AC generator can be changed into DC generator. We can make the direct current also with the help of generator by replacing the slip rings with split rings. If we remove this one, the slip rings, okay, by removing this slip rings, and in place of slip rings, if we use the split ring, this type of half rings, I am making this one as a DC generator. So in DC generator, what we need now? This one will be S1, this one will be S2, this is your resistance R. Now this one will be the half rings. So with the help of this half rings, we can generate the DC current, and the DC current will be like this. We can draw like this also, okay. So this is the DC current and this one is the waveform is your AC current. So by replacing the slip rings with the split rings, we can convert AC generator to DC generator. So AC generator give us the alternating current and DC generator will give us direct current. So this split rings is also called as a commutator. Commutator is a device by which we can change the direction of current in the coil. So I hope it is clear to all of you how we can make the AC generator and the DC generator. To make the AC generator, we need the slip rings, that is the solid rings, S1 and S2. And to make the DC generator, we need a split rings. Now your work is from page number 181, very short question answer type. You have to do question number 1, 2, 3, then question number 8, 9 and 10. And page number 182, long answer type question. You have to do question number 2 and question number 3. If you have any doubt regarding this topic and to answer this question, you can message me in my WhatsApp number. Thank you.